It's okay to want an abortion. Did you know 1 in 4 people who can get pregnant will have one? So it's actually more common than most people think. At Care FM, you can choose what type of abortion care works best for you. We have in-person locations with private entrances in Atlanta, Chicago, and the Washington, D.C. areas. And we also offer medically supported abortion pills by mail in 20 states. For some people, it's more comforting to come into a private office where they can sit with one of our medical providers and either leave no longer pregnant or with abortion pills in hand. For others, they prefer to get abortion pills through the mail so they can decide the best time and place to complete the process. Getting abortion pills by mail from Care FM is simple. Fill out an online form, and a licensed provider will review your medical history. And if eligible, your medication will be shipped to you in a couple of days. Kara, our text-based abortion companion, will guide you through the process from start to finish with instructions, reminders, and answers to all your questions whenever they come up 24/7. With either choice, please know Care FM will support you every step of the way. Learn more at carefm.org.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
At IKEA, your dreams can come true. Well, maybe not the ones where you're being chased by a monster. We're talking about kitchen dreams. And there are IKEA products and solutions for all of them. Whether it's a whole new kitchen, a statement glassware set, or just new cutlery. If you got big dreams or small dreams in any size of budget, IKEA can help you bring them to life. Visit IKEA.us/dreamkitchen to learn more. Dream the possibilities.
What a lovely Thanksgiving feast we've made here.
And we only had one kitchen fire this year.
Pass the slightly charred turkey, please.
I'm about to smash on this meal.
Whoa, before we dive in, we've got some things to discuss.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to Live, Laugh, Larceny's Thanksgiving dinner table.
Oh my goodness, we are so happy you've all joined us today.
Yes, pass the gravy and good luck finding any topic that hasn't been politicized. It's Thanksgiving in 2025.
And he is Trevin.
I am Trevin.
And I am Amanda. And this is our Thanksgiving episode, obviously.
Oh, yes.
So instead of doing our typical dreadful dilemma that we usually do at the start of each episode, we figured that this time we could share something that we are thankful for.
Yeah, what a time to be thankful and to share thanks.
Yeah.
And for me, I actually am thankful about a book that I discovered.
I know that sounds really bleak, but I really haven't read a physical book in too long. Unless it was a children's book. I read those constantly.
Oh, yeah, like 8 a day, probably.
Yeah.
In the same way that I started the year off with the election and saying I wanted to put more positive in the world to offset all the negative, I've also been going out of my way to educate myself more. I don't really read books generally, and learning more about how my brain works, I can see why. But Spotify actually, Premium has a lot of books available on there. And this year, instead of just listening to people on podcasts talking about political stuff and whatever, I was like, well, I want to read some actual books and people that did some work. So I read, I think I talked about this in one of our episodes earlier this year. They Thought They Were Free.
Yes, you did bring that up.
Yes.
Is this the same book you're talking about now? Or
No.
Oh, different one? Okay.
So that book was about the people in Germany during like the rise of the Nazi regime, but they were like regular people who just lived in their town, and they interviewed them and heard what their view of the world was, because they weren't necessarily extreme. It wasn't like everybody was in on it.
Yeah, I remember this now. Okay, yes.
So I read that. I read another thing about how our brains it's harder for us to unlearn the first thing that we hear and kind of like the psychology of that. I've just been kind of arming myself with information because I feel like knowledge is power, especially.
And you're coming into Thanksgiving and there's always a battle at the dinner table.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was armed to the teeth.
You're educated and ready.
I've been trying to do some more learning about myself and trying to connect more dots on how I became me. And I found this book called Jesus and John Wayne.
Oh, the title is intriguing.
It's amazing. The tagline is How White Evangelicals Corrupted a Faith and Fractured a Nation.
The second part is a lot more dramatic than the title. It seemed more lighthearted until then.
It was written in 2020. I found that it was available on Spotify, and I thought this is my next logical move. Like, I wanted something that's a little more now. I've read the introduction of it and kind of understood like what it's saying, and it's just been blowing my mind. There's things in the way that I was raised where people would say, were you raised in a Christian home? And I would say I was not.
Really?
Well, see, and I guess that depends on how you think about it. I think that, well, we didn't go to church as a kid.
Oh.
We were just a country family. And then we started going to church. My parents started thinking I was rebellious. They started making me go more in my early teens.
You needed more Jesus in you.
Yes. I started asking too many questions. But up until then, it was just we were country people who we just were white and country. I think they would say like, oh yeah, if something died, you'd say it goes to heaven. But that was about as far as you go. It was pretty much, I think, in my opinion, just to make a kid less sad when something dies.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I've been thinking in the back of my mind, it's like, why do I feel the presence of white Jesus in my house, like in my childhood all the time, even though we never went to church that much up until a certain point? So I'm thankful that I found this book because it's just been blowing my mind on different things that it's connected, because not only has it connected the reason that I feel that Christianity was hijacked essentially by like people with a lot of money and able to kind of flip the script, and because they had the ability to put out stores with what they believed it looked like, that basically a shield.
Yeah.
But also in the lifestyle magazines and stuff that they sold in those days, they pushed such a strong patriarchal view of the world. I can also see where the masculinity stuff comes in too. Like some of the things that Emily deals with from her religious background and my issues that I deal with in masculinity, I'm like, oh my gosh, we all have like the same bad guy. I didn't really realize that our branches came together in the same place.
Totally.
But anyway, it's been blowing my mind, not just on the stuff about the religious piece, but on the masculinity piece, and how in the 60s and 70s, these guys basically, in the same way with the big marketing push of taking over Christianity, because they had magazines and they had distribution of all these books and stuff, they were saying like, the way it's always been is that men are on the top and that women, you need to submit and just give them all the power. One of the very first books they did, I'm going to paraphrase a little, it was something like, men have very fragile egos and they need to be respected. So because they need that so much, women need to just give them all of that, validate them through every single thing. And then in return, you're very needy, so he can make you feel less like you need something or whatever. When I saw that quote, I was like, whoa, like how self-aware, because it was written by a man, you know?
Yeah.
Why would you even admit that you're fragile? It seems so weird to think back in the early 70s, it's like, men are fragile. You should give them the keys to your life. Everything's going to go great.
Like almost too self-aware.
Yeah. It's so annoying that the script of things has to get flipped to where me saying that has to sound like anti-man, when I don't think it's anti-man at all.
Yeah.
I mean, giving Emily a little more control in my relationship, it takes less things for me to keep track of.
Yeah, totally.
And I have a much more efficient house that way. I don't think the world has to be decided by a few foolish men, you know?
Totally.
Either way, it's an amazing book.
Say the title one more time.
It is called Jesus and John Wayne.
Such a good title. Just like when we found our new title for our show, Live, Laugh, Larceny, that fits us so well. A good title, it could change everything.
It really can.
I also have a very long list of things that I'm thankful for, obviously. I am thankful for my friends, thankful for my family, thankful for all of the changes that have happened this year in my life.
It's been such a big one for you too.
It really has. Like, there's just been a lot of things that I'm so damn thankful for, truly and honestly. There have been some rough moments along the way. Don't even get me started. Appliances that I told you guys about recently, just moving and growing pains and going back to work and trying to find my own balance, which is never going to happen. But
Look, I'm still trying to find my balance too.
Besides all of that, and all of our listeners, I'm very grateful for each and every single one of you guys.
Same, yes.
But something happened to me this very morning, Trevin. It made me realize just how thankful I am for a specific body part of mine. I just took a shower. I turned off the water and I was going to squeegee down the condensation off of the shower walls. As I was doing that, I hit the removable shower head and it fell and it crush fucked my wrist. It's in a lot of pain as we speak. I iced it. I put icy hot on it, but it smacked the shit out of me.
So it just free fell onto your wrist?
Yes.
Okay.
But honestly, guys, I'm going to stop gabbing on because I wrote a poem. It's been a while since I've done this.
Oh, yeah, it hasn't been a real long time.
It's been a while. And you know I love to write a good little poem to express my emotions. Didn't I read one of my really embarrassing ass poems in the past?
I believe you did. And then you wrote one because of, was it your internet or electricity? I don't remember. Something went out at your house or something, I thought.
I don't even know. I randomly write poems. And this morning after the incident, I was very inspired. So here we go. I'm thankful for my wrist and the things it assists. From typing petty crimes to holding glasses of sparkling wine. My wrist helps me braid my hair and cook with flair. It helps me snap a pic, grab a dick, remove a tick, leave a tip, or do a hair flip. It's how I talk with my hands, reprimand, or attempt a handstand. I'm so damn thankful for my wrist. So thankful, in fact, that I made this full list.
Wow. Grab your dicks. This one's getting deep.
There's so many things that I use my wrist for. Mm-hmm. And when it's damaged, it affected me in so many ways.
Especially, right-handed woman. Yeah.
Right-handed, I do everything with it. How am I supposed to do anything, really? I did my makeup today mainly left-handed, so sorry for those who are watching the video today. But it's a problem.
Yeah, the wrist is important. My wrist has actually been bugging me, too. My sleep has been hurting it more lately, I guess.
You know how one of your dreadful dilemmas way back when was about the weird way you sleep with your hands? I've been doing that shit. I've been doing that a lot where I'm sleeping like a weird zombie.
And that will damage them real quick.
Yeah. Bad. So anyway, Trevin, we announced what we're thankful for. But before you pass the gravy and give me some of that cranberry sauce, you want to do a round of trivia? Whoa, Trevin. We do not have the rights to say that.
Let's have a fun time.
All right, Trevin. I've done, I believe, on one of our Thanksgiving episodes in the past, I think we did do a trivia. And I talked about a mysterious confetti that was falling during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And it had people's social security numbers on it and stuff like that.
And I think one of the dummy answers was was it money that was, you said?
Yeah.
I think that's what I picked and I got it wrong. Yeah. I'll never forget it.
Well, sorry to bring that up.
I never forget a mistake.
Sorry to bring up that trigger. I actually have a trivia question that has to do with the same event, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but a completely different take on it because I recently saw a news article written about it and I was like, ooh, I need to bring this up. Mm-hmm. Okay. Which character is returning to the 2025 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade after 15 years of absence? Is it A, Shrek, B, Snoopy, or C, Ronald McDonald?
Shrek feels believable because he hasn't had a major movie in a bit. I feel like something about Ronald, I think they pulled away from his image and then are coming back to it maybe. So I'm going to say C. Ronald.
And unfortunately, you're incorrect. But actually, as you were talking all of that out, you knew the right answer the whole time. So the correct answer is A, Shrek. And I am going to read a little bit of this article, which made me want to do this trivia in the first place. It is from animationmagazine.net. Shout out, a fun little site. And the headline is Shrek returns to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade after 15 years. So Shrek will be returning to the 99th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on Thursday, November 27th, marking the first Shrek balloon to take flight in the parade in 15 years. The new design celebrates the legacy of one of the most popular animated franchises of all time, while giving fans a first glimpse at its next chapter, Shrek 5, which is releasing in theaters nationwide June 30th, 2027.
Should have used the context clues I had.
My family, we watch Shrek a lot. I'm more nostalgic when I see some of the first Shreks because I remember we would go to the theaters to see what's the band that sings Somebody Once?
Smash
Mouth. Yeah, like it brings me back to my childhood, riding in the minivan, going to the movie theater. But my girls, they like watching the newer ones with like the little Shrek babies and stuff.
Yeah, it's so much I probably don't know anything about.
Yeah, it really has continued on. That's cool that Shrek's making a return. I did want to tell you just a couple quick facts about the other two, though, because you did have something going when you were talking about Ronald.
Yeah, I thought I saw something about him in the headlines lately.
So, Ronald McDonald... in the parade, the balloon debuted in 1987. It made 29 appearances and was ultimately retired after the 2020 parade following a partnership with McDonald's ending. Also, I looked up a bunch of different lists of different balloons that have been in the parade over the years, and Ronald does make a lot of people's number one on creepiest Thanksgiving Day balloons. He really looked very weird and very odd in the first iteration. We will share some pictures. I will find some. And then I did want to briefly touch on Snoopy because shout out to Snoopy. Snoopy has the most appearances of any character balloon. The OG dog has been doing this Thanksgiving thing since 1968.
Yes, put some respect on his name, the OG dog.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
I do want to give you credit, Trevin, when you were saying it's probably Shrek, but also I feel like something about they ended ties with Ronald and I was like, oh my God, you actually know more than you're realizing.
I have my finger on the pulse. It was like a vague knowledge of it.
Yeah.
You're talking about Thanksgiving Day parades, and I was recently just aware of this viral sex act that was caught at a Thanksgiving Day thing. I wasn't going to even talk about this, but you just brought it up, so I thought, I got to send you this photo.
Please do. Oh my God.
That's what I was doing on my phone this whole time. Like, I wasn't ignoring you. I was like, I got to find this picture.
Spider-Man is ass to mouth with Uncle Sam.
Oh, yeah.
When did that happen?
That actually happened in 2012.
2012.
The year of love.
The year of ass to mouth. You were taking a drink when I said that. I apologize.
No, that's all right. It just makes me more thirsty. Yeah, so I just had to share that. That was something that was brought to my attention. But yeah, I guess at some point, the Spider-Man balloon, it made it look like he was eating Uncle Sam's butt, and people caught pictures of it.
That's hysterical.
So I had to lead you in with that sex act thing. But
okay, thank you for that.
So you know how I like to call out social media, especially Facebook. A very big article came out from Reuters this last week, and every time I bring it up to people, they seem to know a little bit about it. So are you aware of this at all?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. I'm guessing you don't then, because it's just this week.
Oh, okay.
So Reuters just put out this huge report on Meta's scam ads, and the numbers in it are wild.
Oh, God.
I pulled one stat for a trivia question, and Let's do the question. Internal documents show that Meta only bans an advertiser if its systems are, quote, certain enough the advertiser is committing fraud, but that threshold is far higher than most people expect. What percentage certainty does Meta require before actually banning a suspected scammer?
Oh, no.
Is it A, 30%, B, 70%, or is it C, 95%?
Okay, am I hearing you wrong?
To break it down a little simpler, this is how certain they are that they're doing fraud before they ban them.
Oh, I thought it was the opposite. Okay,
So it's like, I feel 30% that you're doing fraud. We should ban you. Or I'm 95% sure you're doing fraud. I should ban you.
Okay. Well, then that totally changes my answer. They have to be this % sure before they fully ban someone.
Yes.
Holy shit. Then we gotta go with C.
You're going with C?
Yes.
You're correct.
Oh, thank you for breaking that down for me so I could win. Because, I thought you meant the opposite way. That's even worse, of course, though. Okay.
The article was pretty mind-blowing. I've talked about this once before, and sometimes I feel like I go a little conspiracy theory on it, but it's like, I know it's not a theory. But our country keeps lifting protections on things and making it, quote, legal to scam people. And
right.
It's like there's no protections for us, really. At the beginning of this year, Mark Zuckerberg, as we talked about, no more fact checking, and then also said he was going to open up the floodgates and say more political ads for you all because that's what you wanted. I don't know if you all have noticed the change over the years, but you can't open up our Live, Laugh, Larceny Facebook without the Department of Homeland Security feeding me lies about ICE and stuff. Like, what?
Very odd.
When Zuckerberg said that, I was like, well, this means some big money is going to be coming his way in a bunch of different ways. I thought maybe he was just going to be getting some big propaganda checks. So here's some bullet points from this article. Reuters got access to a batch of internal Meta documents spanning from 2021 to 2025. Meta internally estimated that 10% of its 2024 revenue, about $16 billion, would come from ads for scams and banned goods. Documents say Meta's platforms show users 15 billion high-risk scam ads per day. These are ads that already show obvious signs of fraud. But Meta's system only bans an advertiser if it's 95% sure the advertiser is committing fraud. If they're pretty sure, but they're not 95% sure, they just charged them extra to continue using the service. So
oh my God.
It's almost like you can only scam people if you get Meta Plus.
That is so fucked.
Clicking one scam ad triggers Meta's personalization system to show you more scam ads. Documents show the problem went largely unaddressed for at least 3 years. Meta disputes the framing, saying the numbers were rough, included legitimate ads, and that they've reduced user reports of scam ads by 58% in the last 18 months, and removed 134 million scam ads so far in 2025. But really, Meta has long known the scale and profitability of scam ads, and hesitated to crack down in ways that would cost revenue.
How are they going to get millions and millions and millions of dollars? Billions even.
10% of your income is from all illegal stuff that you just let happen.
Yep.
Crazy.
And this little fucker got invited to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party.
And not you.
Well, yeah. Invite some of us good guys.
Yeah, you're not scamming anybody, but with a good time.
I personally would never have Mark Zuckerberg at my Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh no, he's lame as shit.
And those numbers do terrify me. I hate it all.
Yeah, could you imagine being like, look, I've got all this proof, and it's just like, I'm maybe 93% sure. Sorry you lost your house and all your money, but I'm not 95% sure he's a scammer.
Can you imagine working in that department? They're like, so this looks fraudulent, this looks fraudulent, this. But then they're like, but this one box doesn't check. Nope, going through.
I wonder if it's like that, or if they're like, oh yeah, this dude's definitely a fraud. And then the boss goes, oh, that guy? Oh no, he's a friend of mine. I would say that there's about a 8% chance that he isn't as bad as you think. And they're like, fuck, I guess I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Keep running his ads.
It's
I'm
insane.
sure it probably just comes down to What is that merit that we talk about?
And also, Trevin, I know you said you didn't tie this into Thanksgiving, but this is just another thing that's discussed at the table. If you need a fun fact and you want to tell your grandparents that little statistic about how certain they have to be before they ban incorrect information, now you have it.
Well, and it's not even just incorrect information. It's an ad that is for sure trying to get your personal information to rob you.
Right.
That's even worse than just misinformation.
You're right. It's a scam ad.
And for old people who don't know the difference between AI and stuff, or they think they can trust things on Facebook.
Parents and grandparents out there, just be careful on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same.
Long story short.
The same way as like in the 90s, or they still have them today, but like Medicare, and then they have the when you're up too late and you see Medicare Advantage and stuff like that, where it's not like officially Medicare, but because of the legislation, they're able to reduce the protections of the people, and then they can pull old people into these scams.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, who's going to protect our old people?
We've got to do it.
Yeah.
Even if they don't believe us. While we're at this, Trevin, would you mind passing me the butter real quick?
I don't have any butter, but I could give you these ads.
It's okay to want an abortion. Did you know 1 in 4 people who can get pregnant will have one? So it's actually more common than most people think. At CareFM, you can choose what type of abortion care works best for you. We have in-person locations with private entrances in Atlanta, Chicago, and the Washington, D.C. areas. And we also offer medically supported abortion pills by mail in 20 states. For some people, it's more comforting to come into a private office where they can sit with one of our medical providers and either leave no longer pregnant or with abortion pills in hand. For others, they prefer to get abortion pills through the mail so they can decide the best time and place to complete the process. Getting abortion pills by mail from CareFM is simple. Fill out an online form, and a licensed provider will review your medical history. And if eligible, your medication will be shipped to you in a couple of days. Kara, our text-based abortion companion, will guide you through the process from start to finish with instructions, reminders, and answers to all your questions whenever they come up 24/7. With either choice, please know CareFM will support you every step of the way. Learn more at carefm.org.
Rinse takes your laundry and hand-delivers it to your door, expertly cleaned and folded. So you could take the time once spent folding and sorting and waiting to finally pursue a whole new version of you. Like Tea Time You. Or this Tea Time You. Or even this Tea Time You.
Said you hear about Dave?
Or even Tea Time You.
So update on Dave.
It's up to you. We'll take the laundry. Rinse. It's time to be great.
So good, so good, so good.
Give big, save big with Rack Friday deals at Nordstrom Rack. For a limited time, take an extra 40% off red tag clearance for a total savings up to 75% off. Save on gifts for everyone on your list from brands like Vince, Cole Haan, Sam Edelman, and more. All sales final and restrictions apply. The best stuff goes fast, so bring your gift list and your wish list to your nearest Nordstrom Rack today.
And welcome back to the table.
And my tummy be growling.
I know, sorry, the mashed potatoes are getting a little cold as we chat, but it's worth it, Trevin.
I mean, people will get pissed if they heard us eating into the mic.
Exactly. So we're doing things a little bit different this week, as you can probably tell. I mean, we did our intros kind of similar to how we normally do. Instead of Trevin and I writing just one Thanksgiving or one petty crime each, we are going to share multiple stories from the news.
We have a whole platter on this table of crimes.
Yes. So, are we ready for our first serving?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. So, my first crime that I have for you all is coming from AOL.com/news.
Well, that's a trusted site.
I don't know if I want to read the headline.
If it gives it away, I understand.
It gives it fully away.
Build your suspense, girl.
So I'm going to build the suspense. So this came out in 2016 and basically started with a woman named LaVina Jackson, who was arrested after a fight with her boyfriend on Thanksgiving. So this is really the only tie-in is when it took place. She was in jail in Tempe, Arizona.
Shout out. I used to live by there.
That's right. You did. Unfortunately for LaVina, though, when her boyfriend came to pick her up when she was released from jail, he picked her up in a stolen truck.
Okay, yeah, this has happened.
This is what the article says. A Tempe officer with license plate reading cameras on his vehicle spotted the stolen truck as it was passing in front of Tempe Police Department headquarters on Monday, which, holy shit, I didn't know they had those. Like little police readers that like you drive by and they can be like, stolen vehicle, stolen vehicle. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think certain cities, yeah.
To make things even easier for the officers, the driver then pulled right into the parking lot next to their building. And there is a quote from one of the officers saying, "Right next to the police station where all our detectives are. It was right below my office, so we ran down and helped take the guy into custody." That was Lieutenant Michael Pooley. Police said the truck was stolen from a hotel in Phoenix earlier that Sunday night. The driver, Miguel Redshirt, interesting last name, told officers he was borrowing the truck, but no evidence was provided to back up that claim. The officers did say the best part was that they found out the driver was coming to the jail to pick up his girlfriend, who was arrested last week. I know this came out in 2016, but it says both are now in jail and the truck has been safely returned to its owner.
When you hear about those stories, and maybe we've kind of talked about this before, but if you're just so comfortable with breaking the law that you kind of forget that you're in the middle of making one crime, or maybe you're just dumb, or you think you're invincible, I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just committed Grand Theft Auto. No big deal. Just gonna drive into the police station with it to get my girlfriend who I just fought with and was arrested. Like the domino effect of stupidity.
I would never take a major road if I was in a stolen car, let alone drive to the police department.
He basically said, "Come and get me, boys."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does he think he's invincible?
I really and truly think that people do believe that in their heart of hearts.
Yeah.
And none of us are invincible. Duh.
I would have loved to have heard his quote.
Yeah, like, oh. Like, what would his dumbass quote be?
Oh, this is a police department? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you guys mean? This is my buddies. So that one really tickled me.
Love
a Thanksgiving feud ending up with 2 arrests.
We've definitely had those stolen cars to come pick up people from jail before, but I mean, I'm sure it's already going to be an awkward house to come home to coming back after a Thanksgiving fight, you know?
Yeah, and if they had to stay overnight in those jails with a full belly of Thanksgiving feasts, and then you have to poop in front of people, that is a big fear of mine if I ever got locked up. Like, you just have to poop in front of people all the time.
Not for me, thanks. Well, I've got a dish for you. It's a little spicy.
Ooh, okay.
So coming from cp24.com, and this is very recent. It came from this month.
Ooh.
And this might actually have some hot opinions from people.
You are just touching all the hot topics today, aren't you, Trevin?
I've just been like in a conversation mood lately, and I'm just like, let's have a deep conversation.
He's ready.
Man accused of sharing fake nude image of wife did not commit a crime, Ontario judge says.
Oh, hell no.
In his decision released last month, Ontario Court Justice Brian Puddington said that while conduct may be, quote, morally reprehensible and frankly obscene, it does not amount to a crime due to the wording of the offense in the criminal code. The accused in the case was charged with publishing, distributing, or transmitting an intimate image of a person after photos of his wife were shared to an unknown male through Snapchat.
Barf! Who is doing this?
Weirdos.
Too many freaks, apparently.
Hey, buddy. 2 of the photos showed the victim in a state of undress, Puddington noted, including one where she was wearing only a bra and another which appeared to show her completely naked with her breasts exposed.
Not the exposed breasts.
They do happen. During the trial, it was established that in the nude photo, her head was digitally manipulated to be on the naked body that was not her own.
Oh, what the hell?
Huh? Right. Neither photo met the definition of intimate images under the criminal code, the judge said. There was not a sufficient level of nudity in the first picture, and the digitally manipulated image did not actually show the victim's body. None of this is to say that creating and distributing fake images is not morally reprehensible. It may be that Parliament will turn its mind to criminalizing this conduct in the future, the judge said.
With AI being as prevalent, the laws definitely need to catch up with the technology. You would think that after all these South Park episodes have come out, that maybe they would want to stop with the laws of people being allowed to use deepfakes.
And the funny thing is, like, earlier in the year, there was that executive order about you're not supposed to make deep fakes about other people. Then later it was the White House that was publishing all those deep fakes of other people.
Yeah.
Which, quite frankly, a lot of those were racist too.
Very uncomfy.
I also just thought it was odd because when I first saw that, I saw wife mad at husband nudes. But it's like, who the hell, after you're divorced, takes a photo of your wife and puts her head on another naked photo?
A real freak of nature, Trevin. There are a lot of bizarre freaks out there, okay?
Yeah, that just makes the relationship even weirder to me. It's like, not only are you sharing nudes together, but you're like, do you want to see my deep fake work? I gave my wife a upgrade.
Even if it wasn't my naked body, I would be so pissed because it looks like it is.
I'd be flattered.
Yeah. You're like, nah.
Thanks for thinking about me.
So in the past, we've talked a lot about Black Friday crimes when it comes to the people who attend, like the customers, the consumers, the shoppers acting batshit crazy, right?
Right,
We've
yes.
covered quite a few of those. But this story that I found was kind of on the flip side and focused more on the workers during Black Friday.
Oh, okay. I feel sorry for every single one of them.
I know, right? This article comes from JC Online, which stands for Journal and Courier. Walmart employees accused of stealing from the store. And I gotta show you this, this mugshot of Stacy Dishman.
Oh, she ain't happy.
Basically, if you look up the term resting bitch face,
Oh, for sure.
I think Stacy should pop up.
Yeah.
No offense, Stacy, but my God, those eyes be glaring into the depths of the camera person's soul.
She looks like you just gave her a soup and then peed in it right in front of her.
Yeah.
And she's just like, mother, bitch, I fucking hate you, man.
And the eyeliner doesn't help. It's really just enhancing the glare.
It's dramatic, yeah.
This article came out in 2018 and took place in Lafayette, Louisiana. 3 Walmart employees might have misunderstood the advertising slogan rollback to mean free for the taking. Hardy hard, har, har, har. During the Black Friday sales, Walmart offered a $300 or $400 gift card for customers purchasing cell phones. Stacy J. Dishman, 33 years old, was the employee at the Southside store responsible for creating those gift cards for customers, police said. She also created a few more cards that had nothing to do with cell phone purchases. She's accused of creating cards that totaled $2,600 and were unrelated to the promotion. One of those cards was given to another Walmart employee, Jordan Lee Dalton, age 24. Dishman was arrested Friday afternoon at the Walmart store on Veterans Memorial Parkway. She was charged with felony theft and bonded out of jail later that day. Dalton was also arrested Friday at the store. Officers, however, issued Dalton a summons to appear for a charge of theft. And then it also says, in an unrelated Southside Walmart theft allegation, one of the store's cashiers, Abigail Renee Lane, 19 years old, is suspected of skimming cash out of the drawer.
So they said unrelated?
Unrelated, but at the same Southside store. Between November 6th and November 24th, Lane lightened Walmart's cash drawers by $840. And here's Abigail's mugshot as well.
She looks grumpy.
She looks grumpy, but not as grumpy.
Looking at the face of these employees, I would say that maybe this is a manager problem. They don't seem very happy at their job.
I agree. Not only do you have to deal with a lot of bullshit just working at Walmart in general, but to deal with Black Friday, they probably do deserve raises. So although their mugshots terrify me, I might have to be on their side.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Coca-Cola. For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists. For long-distance love. For introverts and extroverts. The thinkers and the doers. For old friends and new. Coca-Cola. For everyone. Pick up some Coca-Cola at a store near you.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Black Friday Game Day on Prime is an epic day of live sports. It all starts at 9 a.m. Eastern with the Capital One Skins game. Then, Black Friday football returns when the Bears take on the Eagles at 3 p.m. And it culminates with the final night of Emirates NBA Cup Group play with Bucks Knicks at 7 p.m. and Mavs Lakers at 10 p.m. Black Friday Game Day, only on Prime.
This episode is brought to you by Rakuten. Are you scouring the web for the best Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals? Stop it. Get Rakuten. Rakuten is a shopping sidekick that gets you cash back on gifts for everyone on your list. Right now, you can get up to 15% cash back at the stores you love, stacked on top of the biggest sales of the year. That's savings on savings. Cash back is automatically added to your account, and you can get paid with gift cards, PayPal, or check. Or eligible American Express card members can choose to earn membership rewards points. Now's the time to join. Up to 15% cash back ends on December 2nd. Plus, new members will receive a welcome bonus after minimum qualifying purchases. Just go to Rakuten.com, download the app, or install the browser extension. Terms and conditions apply.
My next dish is actually from Canada as well. That's weird. I have a thing for Canada in Thanksgiving.
Oh,
I mean, I get
Canada. I really want to visit Canada. To anybody who lives there, where should I go? Because I want to see like the beautiful blue, crystal clear waters with like the mountains. I want the views. I want the vibes. Where do I go? Please tell me.
Well, maybe we should ask Alicia from Twisted and Uncorked.
Yes, Alicia.
Maybe she can give you a couch to crash on. I actually had this one right after it happened. One of our new listeners, a listener by the name of Heather, shout out Heather.
Yay, thanks, Heather.
Heather found us from And That's Why We Drink and said they've been listening to them nonstop and are glad to now be jumping over to us.
Oh, I love that. We love Em and Christine. Shout out, shout out.
The day this happened, they messaged us and said, I don't have the thing, but this happened in a city near me. So they told me to look it up and I found it.
Okay.
So this is coming from New York Post. Canada man hijacks city bus, but miraculously makes every stop while forcing riders to pay fare, playing by the rules.
Oh my God. So he took over the bus route, but still dropped everyone off at the appropriate places?
Yes.
Okay.
This thief went the extra mile. Doo-doo. A random man allegedly slipped behind the wheel of a Canadian city bus and operated it as if he had just punched in for his shift. The bizarre joyride began when the real driver stepped off at Hamilton Street Railway bus for a quick break in Hamilton around 9 p.m. Tuesday, Hamilton police said.
And it's at 9 p.m., so he's taking the late evening shift.
Yes. Moments later, the bus, which was carrying roughly 10 passengers, lurched into motion, but the man behind the wheel was a completely different unauthorized driver. Yet instead of causing chaos, the unidentified 36-year-old impromptu driver allegedly handled the bus with surprisingly skill and regularly stopped to pick up and drop off passengers. At one point, he denied a rider attempting to board with an expired bus pass, officials claimed. The mystery motorist, however, veered off course from the typical bus route a few times, requiring passengers to help him navigate. That's what the New York Times said. Quote, he took the bus off route, Trevor McKenna, a spokesperson for the Hamilton police said. He started going down side streets at one point. One of the passengers had to supply directions.
Oh, lordy.
Police became aware of the situation and followed the bus, safely bringing it to a stop. After the imposter drove it for roughly 4 miles. We didn't know if there was some ill will, McKenna told the publication, explaining officers chose to calmly follow behind until the right moment to escalate a potentially dangerous situation. The man was subsequently arrested and charged with theft, obstruction, and other offenses. The police service has not publicly identified the man, who may have a mental health condition and appeared to have, quote, no fixed address. The officer was quoted saying, "He was playing by the rules. I guess you could say he was a good sport."
Someone get this guy a job as a bus driver.
Yeah.
Just educate him on the routes. That might be the only thing he needs a little help with. But holy shit, that's really funny. I was kind of hoping that maybe there was a quote from him so we could maybe get a little more into like why. I know that's always like the main question we have on our show with these criminals is why. And a lot of the times we fill in the blanks. But yeah, was it just like a mental health crisis and he didn't really know what was going on? Was it he was bored, just wanted to drive around? Or was there like malicious intent? It's so interesting. He didn't even like take over the bus by like harming the driver. He just kind of hopped in. Yeah. And the fact that he was like, although I technically stole this bus, your bus pass is expired. So you got to go.
He's like, there's no such thing as a free ride, buddy. I stole a bus and kidnapped these people, but there's no such thing as a free ride.
Holy shit.
I kind of love it. Unfortunately, though, not identified, no picture of him. That's one thing that kind of kept me, well, besides, I don't love doing sound effects for buses. That's not my favorite to work with.
Yeah. And we've done quite a few buses, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like a common theme in Canada, is we usually don't get people's names. They're really good about keeping people unidentified up north.
It's just so weird coming from a country with zero respect for their people.
We're like, what? You value privacy?
Now that I'm older, I can totally see why they have the whole stereotype of, oh, Canadians are polite. It's like, no, they're just not pieces of shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, they just value people. That's all. Well, if you weren't already hungry, I have a crime that might make it worse for you, and I'm so sorry. This crime is coming from NBCPhiladelphia.com. The headline is Alleged Turkey Thief Arrested. Of course, it opens with a little snarky line. Bucks County grocers won't have to fear the wrath of the turkey thief any longer, as authorities say they've nabbed their man. Anthony Gizondi allegedly stole hundreds of dollars in frozen meat, mostly turkeys, from 3 supermarkets in Upper and Lower Southampton townships in the days leading up to Thanksgiving. So this took place in 2009. I don't think I said that.
And these are Thanksgiving turkeys?
Yes.
Okay.
Police say that Anthony would walk into the stores, load up shopping carts with turkeys, hams, and even a rib roast, and just walk out the front door. Each time, the suspect was caught on surveillance cameras. It was those photos which helped police identify him. He became a suspect after a neighbor noticed the man in the pictures. Ooh, nosy neighbor alert! Nosy neighbor alert!
I thought it was going to be, they called the police and be like, this guy has a lot of meat, like way more meat. I have to call the cops. This is just so much meat. I'm feeling weird about it.
This guy is permanently cooking turkey out of his house, and it's emanating the entire community. This has to end. Authorities believe that Anthony was selling the meats for drug money. He turned himself into police Thursday. Damn! He already knew maybe that his neighbors were snitching. He had his own little turkey business going on. Going around, anyone need a turkey? I got turkeys.
I mean, that's a good...
$20 a turkey.
I mean, demand is high at that point, but do you really want to just go buy a turkey out of the back of somebody's truck or something?
Absolutely not.
This turkey fell off the back of a semi. I got it for you. I'll give it to you for $10.
I don't know what kind of story would have to be spun for me to purchase a trunk turkey.
If I'm going to take a turkey from anybody shady, it better be free at this point.
Exactly.
And even that I'm weird about.
Pay you for this?
All of those dishes were great. I like my crime with a little side of dinner. You know what I mean? More crime than anything. But I did want to give us one little thing for dessert.
We got to give in to the sweet tooth.
We do, because that's honestly probably my favorite thing about Thanksgiving is when they bring in the pies, all that stuff. So I wanted to give you guys something sweet that is not a crime to end things, because there's some heavy stuff going on in the world and it's going to make the Thanksgiving suck. And I'm sure I didn't help by giving you guys facts that will actually help relationships. But here's a fun fact that just recently happened from the wallstreetjournal.com. So a 19-year-old in France set the world Guinness record for the longest wheelie on a bicycle.
Not a motorcycle, a bicycle?
A bicycle.
Okay.
So his name is Oscar, I'm going to say the last name wrong, Delate.
Mm-hmm.
He did a wheelie for 93 miles.
Holy hell!
He's a 19-year-old engineering student out of a technology university out of Troyes, France. He has performed a bicycle wheelie longer and farther than anyone on planet Earth for 6.5 hours and 93 miles.
Oh my God.
He did this in late September to mark, quote, the greatest distance covered while performing a continuous bicycle wheelie. He got his congratulatory email from Guinness just this month to confirm it. He got a small crowd to watch him on a 200-meter indoor track at a spa, and he just rode 752 unbroken laps.
Oh my God. I was not picturing it being like that. I was picturing it being out, like seeing different scenery as he's going, like outdoors.
That would be so boring.
Holy shit. And think about the core strength you have to have and like the glute strength.
They said the original record before was 43.4 miles.
Oh,
so he
my
shattered
God.
it.
Wow.
They said he collapsed to the ground exhausted and very sore. They did track him down and ask him why.
Do tell. We'd love to know why.
He was quoted by saying, because it's fun.
Simple enough.
He also owned a couple of previous world records. The longest one-handed wheelie set in 2024 and longest continuous wheelie without the front wheel connected, which he did for 100.5 kilometers in 2023. He says it's a bit easier because you're not lifting as much weight. Apparently, that actually makes a big difference. To do this, he trained for more than a year for 10 to 15 hours a week. His record-breaking setup was quite typical. He wore a helmet, a camera strapped to his chest, and a water supply draped around his back. He did not wear fancy cycling shoes. He wore Nike basketball high tops. Over the 6.5 hours, he averaged a speed of 14 miles an hour, which is rather remarkable, it says.
Wow. That is rather remarkable, I must agree.
I would say that almost in the way people go to college to like major and minor in things, I'd say this dude majors in bike.
Yeah, and wheelies as his minor.
Yeah.
Or his focus or whatever.
3 different world records. If I had one, I would just...
And he's 19. Think of all the other records he can get.
Oh, yeah. And
he's still young.
He thinks hard work is fun. Uh-oh. Like, what's he going to do? Like, what's he going to achieve for fun?
I see big things for this kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very jealous. You know how I feel about a Guinness World Record.
Mm-hmm. We're going to get you on there. Loudest cackler.
Loudest cackle. We got to look it up.
Practice away from me.
Yeah, I will. I'll practice far, far away from our audience as well so that we don't get any crazy 1-star reviews. That was a very sweet treat for the end of this Thanksgiving meal, Trevin. Thank you for sharing that with us all.
Thank you. I mean, I don't give a shit about bicycle riding, but I thought that's cool. Like, what a fun thing. And 93 miles and to do it in a small circle like that. Wow.
And for over 6 hours?
I wonder if he just pissed his pants or...
I mean, he had a water supply. It has to go out sometime.
What if he ended up pissing his pants and then he, on like one of the circles, his tire caught it around and then slipped and he messed it all up because he peed himself?
It's like, oh, because of my piss pants.
I should have thought about this.
You should have wore Depends. Maybe he did. Maybe he wore a diaper. I mean...
Real champions do.
Well, I hope that we gave you all some fun topics to discuss around your Thanksgiving table.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope that you don't get into too many fights.
We say that every year, but I mean it every year. In different way every year, too.
Literally. But no matter how or where or what you're doing this week, I hope that everyone's just having the best time. And remember, no matter the crime, big or small, in the end, we're all doomed.
Doomed to cover ourselves in gravy.
Bye.
See ya.
Are you still hungry? come fill on up over at Patreon. Ad-free episodes and bonus content.
And would you like to see 15 billion legal scams and maybe a little bit of us? Go ahead and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or Threads, and you might see some of us.
Has the Thanksgiving feud ended with you in jail? If so, send us your petty crime story to livelaughlarceny@gmail.com.
And give our show the same rating I would give Spider-Man's ass-eating technique. 5 stars. Rate our show wherever you rate podcasts, Apple, Spotify, or Good Pods.
Well, before we stuff our bellies full of stuffing, I'm gonna stuff the you. No, I don't want to stuff them.
Don't stuff me.
I don't want to stuff them.